ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. That's right, it's your boy Joe, and I'm back again with another episode of Let It Rip. You heard that silence? No fart noise. It means no aisle. Oh, as we're sad to see her go, I have a new co-host in town. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Excel.
Ugh, this guy. Yes, for all of you who've been wondering, this is the ramen noodle eating guy. He sits in his room, packs it, and eats it. And I just learned that he also eats these things called chopsticks. So y'all be on the lookout.
Bro, what did they bring you from to think they eat chopsticks?
You said you eat chopsticks.
Eat with chopsticks.
So you don't eat the actual stick?
Eat with chopsticks?
You don't put it over the fire, maybe set it on fire?
You know what? I was saying that people who know my cuisine types would say Excel experiments, right, with dishes, because you would know I don't eat
it's giving science class.
If you actually knew a regular Asian or even someone who eats ramen, you know they don't eat ramen.
Wait a second. So you're saying only Asian people? Oh wait, never mind. That's not racist. Okay, continue.
No, imagine you say, if you've ever seen any African eat jollof rice, and you say, only Africans eat.
Well, I know actually only Africans are the only ones that eat jollof rice.
I'm trying to say, if you've looked at someone who authentically eats
so you
ramen,
saying when African people eat it, it's not authentically eating jollof rice?
No, I'm talking about ramen.
If a Hispanic person eats jollof rice, they're not authentically eating jollof rice.
They may not. They may put adobo, and we put the seasoning, and we put Maggi. They may put a different thing. They may put they may not use beef stock, and they may use I don't know, duck fat or something.
Wait. So the whole world doesn't use Maggi? Are you kidding me?
Bro, you're just exposing how uncultured. Well, I'm not saying uncultured, but maybe you don't know the culture.
Wait, the whole world? I thought Maggi was a universal thing. I just thought white people didn't use salt. That was it.
Not everyone uses Maggi. Not everyone likes the flavor.
So what do they use? Nothing? No wonder their food is so bland.
I mean, my mom has tried the adobo seasoning or
Stop saying that word. It sounds like you're trying to say a magical spell.
Okay, please. I was just saying that nobody eats ramen like that. I'm eating ramen.
Wait, so you say you put Maggi on ramen?
No, I eat ramen with kimchi. And
is that a spice? Is that the equivalent to Maggi?
Kimchi is sometimes cabbage. People use cabbage, and then
you eat noodles with cabbage?
No, but I was testing out a recipe.
This guy.
This is the thing. I was testing out a recipe with ramen, with kimchi, with spam, and then I added an egg.
Change one letter in that word and it's the wrong word, guys.
So I was basically testing out cuisine. I mean, I haven't eaten ramen in a couple months because the kimchi ended up burning my mouth.
You couldn't take his spice.
Apparently South Korean foods are spicy.
Oh, way worse than African?
Oh, please.
They haven't met my kalechi.
When I tell you my brown skin was red.
Or is it kalechi?
When I tell you my brown... Kalechi, please.
It's the same thing.
It's kalechi.
Bro, I said it right. Calm down.
No, but my brown skin was literally red.
You have a bra?
Brown skin was red.
You said bra. Yo, you heard it. He wears bras. Always come here. Let me squeeze.
Where's Ayo? Ayo, come take my
nice try.
But I came here to defend that y'all have seen that your host here doesn't know too many cultural things from other places.
I definitely know a lot of cultural things. In fact, I for one speak Spanish.
You said you use chopsticks to drum.
Moving on. Thank you very much. Moving on. The main topic for today, at least for today, as in September 12th, it is...
Wait, don't worry. One day we'll have a video podcast and I'll show you how to cook some food.
A video podcast? Who's doing the editing for that?
Some Italian dishes.
An Italian guy's doing the editing for that?
No, I'm saying
Isn't that slavery, but in reverse? We're enslaving the white man who came from Italy. So isn't that technically cultural slavery?
Have you ever aglio olio is a very basic example, but
of slavery? This guy's very knowledgeable. You guys know that?
I'm talking of food, Italian food, Italian dishes, cuisine. Food,
I live in America. We eat
food,
sandwiches,
food.
bruh. Have you ever had the original chicken sandwich?
Anything that Joseph just said in the past 20 seconds had nothing to do with Excel.
I'm pretty sure he talked about enslaving the white man.
No,
but
I did not.
Hey, don't take it from your host, okay? Apparently, this guy, I'm pretty sure I just caught him in 4K. In fact, police, no, I'm no snitch. Anyways, if you'll stop interrupting me, today's topic, at least for September 12th, tonight is the Emmys. Oh, the Academy Awards. Oh my goodness. For those of you who don't know, they have the Emmys, they have the Oscars, they have the Golden Globes. Actually,
Tony's.
Do you know what the Emmys are for? Do you know what category, like what those awards are for? Please tell us.
Primetime TV.
Ah, all right. What about Golden Globes? Jeez.
Golden Globes, isn't it kind of like a little bit of because I know they have a
if I'm right, I'm pretty sure Golden Globes are movies.
Right, but they also have like some special shout outs for like, right?
For what?
Like, cause didn't Jimmy Fallon win one or something? And then Obama won one for writing a book.
Wait, are Golden Globes? No, it says Golden Globes are for film. Yeah, film and television. Interesting.
Yeah, so they have a bit of both. Exactly.
Oh, so
exactly.
And the Oscars are for what? Singing?
No, Oscars is Hollywood like movies, right? Just
what
pure
the
movies.
Heck? So just pure movies. Okay. Oh, Golden Globes are also international.
Oh, okay.
So that's interesting.
So Oscars is American.
So are Tonys for singing?
Tony's is like performing art. Not performing art, but performing like shows like Broadway.
Man, forget all of this. All I know is the ESPYs, Sports Awards. Yes, sir. The ESPYs. When are they gonna make one for the track?
I was looking forward to like you going to one of these like I don't know, whichever school like teams you were gonna join, and then you go to the ESPYs and I'd be there. But
now I'm at UMBC, and what, you think their sports are not that good that I won't?
Well, no, I'm saying if you wanted to like chase a professional career, you want to do cybersecurity, it's okay. You save the ESPYs from being hacked by Russia.
LOL. I did want to do a professional sports career, but that was like 10 pounds ago. Apparently, I went to the doctor and I went from 163 to 173. Man, 10 pounds, and I haven't seen him in a year. So wow. That's crazy.
How tall are you?
Moving on. No, we want justice for short people.
No, the body mass index.
Actually, he said a lot of that is actually muscle. So thank you very much. I'm still under the average. I'm still under the average, which is like 23 or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a doctor, and I'm not gonna be one. If I ever become a doctor, I'd be a doctor in thugonomics.
What is thugonomics?
Only my true fans and John Cena maniacs would know exactly what thugonomics is. I think maybe it has to do with being a thug, but the WWE never clarified.
So John Cena University is gonna teach you that.
Yes, excuse me, you can't see me. In fact, where'd I go? I'm ominous. Thugonomics. Anyways, back to the Emmys.
Yeah.
So, the Emmys, like we said, I'm pretty sure is for television. And that's going on tonight. You know what? It's fascinating enough that you brought up if I had a professional career, I'd be taking you to the Emmys, because that is not true at all.
No,
Let me stop. Oh,
wait.
the ESPYs. Well, it doesn't matter because I have friends in both. The way his mouth just went open, bruh.
Hey, you know what?
I'm kidding. Would they even allow me to bring you? Like, wouldn't I only get a +1? I don't be seeing Chandler Moore be bringing his entire band with him to certain like those kind of like awards shows.
I mean, I'm sure they have like a way of, I don't know, asking people to like get recommended.
Nah. Russell Wilson, like I'm pretty sure, doesn't Russell Wilson have a child and he only brings his wife?
I mean, I wouldn't even have a good time, to be honest.
Why not?
Because what am I going to be doing, clapping for people I don't really know except you?
Well, this is the chance to rub elbows with the people above you. Like, what? I don't care if first of all, no. In fact, this is how you forge those kind of friendships. Like, you might say you don't know them, but like, oh my goodness, you go up to like, let's say you go up to Zach, bro, I've seen your work. I love this and love that. And that's how you guys start talking. Hey, you play pool? Yeah, we should play pool sometime. And then you actually, not one of those times where you say, oh, we should do it sometime. And then you don't do it. No, this is one of those times where you say, we'll do it sometime. And you actually follow through with it. And you know, this is how you become friends with celebrities and higher up people. I would enjoy my time at the ESPYs, but I don't know about, because the ESPYs are sports people, right? I don't know about like if I was to go to like Golden Globes or Emmys. I'm not gonna lie, my problem with like actors, although people see them as,
isn't it at the after parties they really socialize?
Yeah, I suppose so. I wouldn't go to any of the after parties either, though. I feel like Hollywood runs on its own like schedule, and like, because obviously we only see what they want us to see. We don't really see anything. Like, if you really wanted to stay private, you could stay private. So there's probably a lot of their lives they keep private. A lot of it they probably want back and want more private, but like, there's a lot that they could probably keep from us.
Yeah.
And like I said, my whole problem with actors, although yes, they are humans too, and they're people just like us, but they're more than just like us. There's a reason they're acting on TV, and I'm not acting on TV. Like, how do I know when they're being real? How do I know when they're being fake, bruh? Like, I would be so scared. Like, even getting in a relationship with an actor, bro, I would be so scared. The moment she started crying, I just, is it real? Are those fake?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could tell, like, not like you, like you can tell acting, but like would they just be acting in their home?
Like, okay, like someone like Ryan Reynolds, how do you know who they really are? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh no,
Ryan literally, if you've seen any of his movies, he literally acts the same in every single movie he's appeared in.
This is the age where they give them roles where that matches their character.
No, he's been acting like that since he was young, or acting that kind of role is what I'm saying, since he was young. Because I've watched a lot, even Kevin Hart. Like, for how long? When was the last time you saw Kevin Hart in a serious like?
He's a comedian though. So like he like goes on that like whole thing of changing your.
But there are some comedians that like played serious, like actual serious roles in movies. But like there's some people you just can't imagine them out of their normal like bubbly or even serious for that matter character, and that's what scares me. Like, they could turn it on, turn it off type thing. Like, I would just never know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, you could easily.
And even Ryan Reynolds, like, there's no way from knowing that like that's not his actual character, and if that's not his actual character, how that? Because like I be seeing you see stuff on Instagram all the time, and even though he's not in the movie, he's still talking like the same exact way he would talk in the movie, and say exactly like, and that's what makes him such a good actor, is because it's not like he's trying to act. That's just is him. But like, if there is another side of him, that'd be completely scary to me, because now I just know him as this, and I've only seen him as this. How am I supposed to see him as anything else? And even that would completely scare me completely. So I don't know how, people, I mean, honestly, that's why they say, like, we know relationships in Hollywood don't last that long anyways. But honestly, I'm not like judging them. I like see it. Like, man, you get in with an actor, bro.
I mean, that's why you really need to like get to know them.
But how do you know I'm getting to know them? Like,
at the times when they don't know, when they can't think about acting, like, when you go, like, I'm sure there's some. I mean, of course, even regular people have ways that they put their best self forward, and then you don't break them open until 3 months after. I guess for an actor, you just take maybe 3 years.
The thing about acting, though, it's not just memorizing lines. It's actually like becoming that person.
Right.
And like theater class, like I've been told that like if you want to be like a good, especially like method actor, like things like that, you gotta actually like submerge yourself. Like it's like almost like cutting.
I'm sure there's a limit. Like, I'm sure
for some people,
that's why even the method actors, and of course if it's too extreme, they're like, stop this nonsense. But like if they take on a whole persona, there's probably a time when they're just like, ugh, I'm tired, I just want to be myself. Then, or there's a time it just becomes like, you know what, I kind of enjoy being this, and so then it keeps. So like, I feel like it's two ways, but to be honest, I don't know. I haven't met any actors, so I have no personal experience. I only have experience on cooking kimchi and ramen.
I mean, I feel like I haven't met like a lot of actors, but like at least I know the future gen of actors I'll probably be seeing, if not soon, in the near future on TV. Just from, I'm not saying that my school was really good. I'm just saying that there were some, at least from our gen, from the time I was there were some really
This is the time people on TikTok from your backyard are getting put in Netflix.
But not well, okay, yeah. But then I'm also talking like actual like school. Like I like watch some of the plays, even just like know some of the people.
Okay, yeah.
Like some of them, either whether they're actually gonna be
Had
like on
skills.
TV. Yeah, they had the skills. Like Broadway, even like they were not quite a few, but. There are a couple people I'm thinking of, like off the top of my head. I'm like, I'll definitely see her or him in a movie or something one day.
And then again, it's kind of like the NBA, right? I mean, there's like hundreds of movies being produced daily, but then only a few. Like, if you look at Golden Globes, right? Even out of the big ones that grosses like millions and billions of dollars, they still only maybe award five of them, like the main categories.
Another thing with the way they award stuff, though, like, right, apparently last year there was this thing with the Emmys that in their 12 main categories they didn't give an award to a single person of color. Of course, that sparked outrage last year. And the thing that you mentioned before we started recording this today is that like that when they do stuff like that, this is why they like have categories for like Asian people and like top black actors. Where I want to know where you stand on it. Do you like? I personally think not just the Academy, but I think a lot of like societal things are like undercover, but at the same time blatantly racist. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's the thing of like a certain thing appeals to them. And so, if it doesn't look like the old Hollywood movies, or maybe the newer Hollywood movies, or if it doesn't, if the main character is not a character who's maybe like being romantic, if it's a character who's maybe, I mean, there's different roles that people give, right? But like, yeah, it's the kind of thing where there's not just inclusion in the sense that it's not always like anything can go. It's almost like what goes. And they don't change that. They don't change that system, which is the problem. They're trying to build a new system where they're like, you know what? If we look at two movies, this one, the main character, she's blonde, she has blue eyes, and she was nice. Mm-hmm. But this one, it was a very like dark-skinned lady, maybe had her natural hair out. It was all about like black girl magic, black girl power. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe like do they have a board or whatever? Maybe they may not like. Relate with this, right. So let's put the one with the white lady out, right? And then maybe they will nominate the black girl power one, but they don't really vote on it. For it. So and then they say, okay, you know what? Let's make a black girl power category. Maybe they don't call it that, but like something like that. And
then put her.
And then it's like, so you it couldn't match up, but then
you can put her in her own category. My thing with that is, first of all, two things. First of all, what you're saying is the system's not equate to change, right? Because they're going based off what blew up for them in the old time, right? And then comparing it to what the new gen, or at least what the new, and then they're like, but this might not trend very well, so they just throw it out and put it in a new category. But the thing about bringing out a new category every single time, it's really degrading. Like we're not good enough to be in the main, but you think making a whole separate category for us, it's just like how we don't want you going to white schools, but we'll put you in the colored schools because we still want you going to the schools, and you know what, the schools were worse, horrible, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of still giving that. It's like how even in like actual TV shows they will give the black character like a whole episode or something, but like, and that's supposed to like appease the black community. I even feel like that's even worse. I don't want it to be like give them their own category, give them their own part of the show. Just let it be equal, let them have an equal shot at all of that. But I don't just think the Academy
is. Of course, they may not win, right? Like,
of course,
put them together, they may not win. It's fine. No, like then no one is gonna say, oh, you know what, they didn't vote for them. Like, of course, people vote. Let them vote whatever they want. But I mean,
even if the voters themselves are racist,
even if they have bias, sure, let them vote. Then the next thing is, let's look at the people voting.
Okay, I was really about to come at that next, but like not even just from a racism perspective. I think just like from I don't know if to call it standards period, but like if you've noticed, like definitely a trend in movies, of course a lot more cussing, but then a lot more of course I want to say when me and I talked about in the first episode, like kind of unsolicited, provocative clothing or lack of clothing, things like that, which you wouldn't have necessarily seen. Of course, you would have your couple scenes like that back in the day, but at least like now it's a whole lot more and a whole lot for no reasons. Like if there's no reason for the character to be in a strip club, why are we just like, jet meeting in a strip club and for whatever?
There is a lot of that where it's like this. So it might be like this scene. Maybe it was there to kind of show maybe some form of sentiment, some form of them coming to a realization. But you could have put them in a garden. You could have put them underwater, and it would still work.
Exactly. Like you didn't necessarily need to be. So like my next thing, because like I was about to come out, was like it's a lot of like the females too that are like under that same kind of, because it's not. I'm never looking this. Turning my screen away, turning my face away from the screen because I'm staring at a dick. It's always a female that I'm staring. I'm always like, so why? I feel like of course the people who are writing, but then also the audience, right? Of course, with percentage of America being, white males, so what are they gonna want to see? Not a black, not the main character being a black man, or a black woman even. But then making the whole movie about black repression would even just be a giant turnoff to the rest of that community as a whole, because then the majority of the viewers would just be black, and then that's kind of missing the point. So I don't even know what I want to say about change there. I'm just like, the fact that for a lot of like these movies and shows to even like go up there, you're threatening women, you need to not wear this, or you need to be wearing this. I feel like it says like even in like just regular, I feel like in regular high school theater plays, like I saw a lot of them. I'm like, damn, you just comfortable wearing that on stage in front of how many of us, bro? Like, I don't know. Maybe they don't feel some type of way. Maybe they want to wear that. And you know what? If you do, that is congrats. That is, I am not looking down on you at all. I'm being so sincere. I'm not like looking down on you. Like, bravo, you go. But I just feel like a lot of the times, especially a lot of those things, it's not necessary. And I feel like we are trying to accommodate too much. Like, of course, I feel like movies, TV shows, everything is a giant sales pitch. Like, obviously, I'm not making this movie unless you're one of those kind of authors. But even those kind of authors, like, because you see, like, movies like, have you ever watched War Room, which is a Christian movie? Like, movies like that are specifically made to express a specific idea and something that the actual writer wanted to express. You don't necessarily see it blow up as much versus a movie that like, ooh, I think this will go over well with the population, or I think society will really like this movie. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of it is written and directed to appease, like it's like I said, a giant sales pitch. So
I mean, so this is kind of going off key, but if you look at like Victoria's Secret, I don't know if you've been hearing like the recent things. So like you probably heard, I don't know if you've heard it, but there's like a song someone wrote about like how Victoria's Secret, it's a guy who lives in Ohio. LOL. And she had body issues and she wished she could tell her 10-year-old self that. And then Victoria's Secret wrote a letter saying, we know we've been bad. We know like we used to promote these skinny models. Now we're going to the new generation and they had like different types of models, right, different races and different like, I guess, sizes or whatever. I don't know what's the term. But
I don't know either.
Yeah, it's like ladies of different weight. It was like they kind of like adapting, because of course they're trying to sell underwear, but like movies they're trying to sell themselves. Right. They're trying to make a sale. Sometimes, like you said, it is because of an expression, it is because of a book, or it's because they're trying to portray a message. Maybe portray and of course, even people have different kind of crazy messages they want to portray, which is why sometimes some movies like do so horribly. Human beings are kind of, what's the word? Very unique in a sense that like there's so many, and that's how I was even saying there's like hundreds of movies being produced every
that's
day.
True. Even like the garage movies that like.
Yeah, and some of them do blow up.
Some of them do.
I mean, there was one. Oh my god, I don't know who these producers are. Like that made like a very animated movie with effects literally in a garage with a green screen that grossed, I think, over 100 mil.
Wow.
Recently, I don't know who. I don't want to sound what's it called, ignorant, but like that kind of thing. It's it's kind of amazing to see. But I didn't watch the movie, but I don't think there was any message in that. They were just trying to make a nice movie with a budget of less than like 1,000, maybe not 1,000, but not what a typical movie budget
has,
would be.
right?
And they grossed 100. Like what?
But they were still selling it to an audience.
They were still selling to an audience.
Which, I mean, so even though it had no message, because at least a lot of these kids' movies, they don't necessarily have a message unless it's like, oh, help your neighbors and this will always happen. Unless it's that kind of type of movie.
Baby Shark don't do that. Baby Shark didn't do that. It was just
Johnny.
It was just trying to get them to sing, and they watched it and they enjoyed it. But if you look at Marvel, what message are they like? I mean, sure, before it was kind of trying to get you to relate to these heroes, but then now
don't start. We ain't relating to no Marvel hero. I ain't getting injected by no super serum and grabbing a shield made of what, vibranium, whatever, and just start throwing it at people with perfect accuracy because I never went to shield school to. Man, I ain't relating to that blonde hair, blue eyed.
I mean, but like, not all Marvels. I mean, maybe a few are like extraterrestrial or like superpowers that
Captain Marvel. Excuse me.
I know, but like
the Hulk.
But
many
of them, the Hulk was made.
Oh, my bad. Another serum that was injected into him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me just go to my doctor and be like, hey, yo, you got any serums you can inject into me?
The Hulk was a scientist, but like if you look at Captain America, he was a regular dude.
No, he was a soldier that was injected with super
But that's what I'm saying. Regular dude, he wasn't the top of his class or anything.
He was a soldier. Half the country could be a soldier. Calm down.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And then they made him Captain America. So it was kind of.
But it's not like. So how did he just know to throw a shield and it would instantly hit your head?
Well, yeah, that's the unrealistic thing. That's the unrealistic thing.
A regular human just throwing a.
Because if you also think about it, how did like. I mean, there are some things that are just so unrealistic.
If you're gonna make somebody be powerful, then you know how we have Superman who's just powerful, like stupid powerful, like Goku kind of powerful. Make somebody powerful. If you're not, what do we have? We have a Batman,
bruh,
whose superpower is being rich.
But still, like they're making so much money, and then DC they didn't even know what to do with Superman because they've told all the stories.
Well, I mean, our comics are good. It's just that our movies haven't been as good. I mean, recently they're getting better.
Are you a DC?
Of course.
fan? Oh, really?
That's how I know you. That's how you know this guy didn't watch the first episode of the podcast. He just exposed himself.
No,
wow.
No, but I mean. So I went off point. I was trying to say
it doesn't matter.
The new shows on Disney Plus are just like random TV things for you to just watch and get entertained.
But that's Disney Plus because, okay, at first the original I think what it started from, at least the comics versions of Marvel and DC, we've definitely evolved from there. So of course we're feeding on the storyline, but they still have their own morals and like they're at the end of the day, like of course.
In what I was gonna say She-Hulk.
It boils down.
She-Hulk does kind of have a moral if you think very deeply about it.
I haven't watched it boils down to still good versus evil. At the end of the day, evil doesn't doesn't prosper. Like at the end of the day, like that's the basic moral. It boils down to good versus exactly. That's what it boils down to.
Even though Infinity Wars and Endgame kind of messed with a lot of people's heads.
Bro, if Infinity War was the end of that, I would have been so happy. I would have been like, I'm a Marvel fan for life. Like that's the best way I've ever seen to go out. Yes, Mr. Stark. I don't want to go.
Oh my god.
That was amazing.
That laughter was just scary.
He was like, I don't want to go. No, please.
So please save me.
Oh, that was too funny.
That laughter was
that was too funny. Oh my god. Bro, he literally brought back, I don't even know what that red guy, the machine red guy that had the thing in his head. He literally brought him back from dead just to kill him again. Oh my gosh. Couldn't let him die in peace. He had his head blown off. He fixed it Just to rip it. Oh my gosh. Thanos, you're a G, my man. And then, of course, Thor just happens to be gone the whole movie. And the one guy who could actually kill and do damage to this guy happens to be gone the whole movie and comes back at the end and misses his shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. But anyways, what were we going on about? TV.
I mean, yeah, we're just talking about message, and I was trying to say that, like, even if you look at things like Marvel now, they don't really focus, like, they're not all centered around when, I mean, you kind of threw off my point saying they're all centered around the bad guys don't win. But, like, people are not watching it because they know the bad guy's not going to win.
Of course they're not watching it for that. They're watching it for the entertainment purposes. But they still have their own. I'm still saying that everything still has
a message.
Whether it's like, basic, like, oh, the message I want you to know is clean up, okay. Everybody. Like,
well, okay, I was actually going to say Bridgerton because I kind of watched a couple of that one, but then I kind of still see a message in that one.
Yeah, everything has a message. There's a central theme idea in every. My thing is just that, like, in order for them to sell this, at the end of the day, I was told, I don't remember where it was, but, you know, they just told me, like, sex sells, bro. And that's why whether it's man or woman, like, you know, you always see, like, bro, if Chris Evans in a movie or a show, his shirt's definitely coming off. Like, like, you definitely seeing Chris Evans without this or without that.
Not gonna lie, I just almost googled who Chris Evans was. But I remember
this is y'all Marvels fan guy. This is him, guys.
No, listen, I don't. I would say I'm a Excel fan.
LOL. But so I don't know. I the thing is, I don't even like
what sells, right? What sells?
I mean,
how do they sell themselves?
But I don't like that it's to that point, right? That, like, yeah, in order for, let's say, somebody for Jennifer Lawrence to have won that Emmy or something, she must have been in a film where, of course, her acting was great, but she probably did. I'm not saying she did something, but I'm saying she probably it was provocative more than twice in that movie, like for that.
Yeah, I mean, not always. Not always. Like,
of course, not always, but like.
I mean, if we even come, I mean, I know places like France have this film festival.
I feel like outside the U.S. it's even worse.
Oh, really? You think so?
I think it's even worse outside the U.S. I think the U.S. at least has, like, limits and boundaries to, like, what should and what shouldn't be shown on TV. You go elsewhere in this country, you will see the wildest things, especially Europe. Holy.
No, Europe? Yeah, no, I know Europe is kind of crazy like that.
They are crazy. In fact, it's a lot of British shows that I be watching that has a lot of the nonsense. But, I mean, at least it's equal. Like, I'd be seeing a lot more men's stuff, too, on the TV.
I was going to even say...
I'd seeing a lot more dicks on the TV.
What are you watching?
Oh, my goodness.
I was going to say that I feel like... what was I gonna say?
I don't know, but
yeah. So they don't. Well, not they don't, but like they don't always chase the money. Like when a movie, TVs? I feel like when a movie comes out. Well, but then I'm not in Europe, so I don't really know. But then I feel like they're not always chasing that like 100 grossing and all of that stuff. They're just trying to put it out there for people to see their expression, even though sometimes that expression is literally nudity. But it's kind of crazy how, like, I feel like they're more on expression than America.
I definitely agree with that. They don't have, whether it's language regulation. Well, they have to have some sort of regulation, but whatever it is, they don't. Offended by but whatever it is they have, it's pretty like low. Like, it's not that strict at all, because I be seeing anybody can be seeing any sorts of things on, like, literally look at all the Netflix shows that are British Netflix shows on Netflix right now, and I'll tell you at least over half of them have some sort of scene.
You know, I stopped watching a lot of Netflix just because of that, and then I think I started watching, was it not The Crown? And literally like 3 episodes in, I was like, this is a movie about Queen Elizabeth, right, in her young years. And it was like,
of course they're gonna.
I was like, oh my god.
What did I just tell you? Sex sells. Imagine somebody like, and the thing is, they be thinking about the weirdest weirdos, but they don't be thinking about like the normal Americans who are like, ew, why do I want to see this? Nah, some guys probably like, wow, Queen Elizabeth when she was young was hot, man. So, and like I said, I don't like that it's like that. And then you're awarded, I feel like, based on, of course, still based on your performance, but still based on a lot of this stuff. But it's just an issue in today's world, and it's not something I think, it'll fix overnight. And the fixing that they're even trying to do.
We should pray for them.
We should definitely pray for them. Hold hands, maybe get in a circle, maybe tell Baby Shark not to do, and then continue. But the change that they're trying to do, I definitely see it, but I think they're just going about it the wrong way. Like I said, like adding categories for like say Asian people or black people doesn't necessarily fix the problem. In fact, it just magnifies it. Like
I just googled it, and apparently like Emmys has like 27,000 people voting. So I'm like, how do they choose them? I feel like it will just. Of course.
Isn't it actors that vote for other actors or no? It's like fans.
No, I didn't even know.
I thought it was actors. Because if it was fans just voting, then wouldn't that just make it?
But then
American
that's the
Idol?
thing. It's like how have they been choosing them over the year? And that's the thing. I feel like these Emmys and Grammys and
maybe the votes are just like
Globes,
suggestions.
They've been there since when? Since like 19 whatever, and it's like in those systems.
But it's that system that was made way back when. That system's probably black and white. It probably needs some revamping, bro.
Right.
Put me on the committee, yo. Let me make it colorful again.
But like they're also so private that they don't really put it. They don't really put it out there. What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
I have to go back and listen to this all. Like, first of all, you say you want to be a doctor, and then you were telling you.
Why are we still on thugonomics, man?
You are exposing yourself of not knowing what that like people don't use Maggie.
Bro, I'm telling you, the rest of the world uses Maggie. End of story. I don't believe that they use anything else, okay? They can use their U-boat all they want. They use Maggie, okay? That's it, all right? And obviously, white people don't use Maggie because they put salt and it's spicy. So that's the end of that as well. And I'm pretty sure chopsticks are things that you can also use to bang on the drums and also use to poke through marshmallows and put on fires and then put meat through. End of story.
Oh, are you also going to use chopsticks to make a kebab?
Yes!
Wow.
Isn't that what Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on another episode, and we'll see you next time.
Yo.